If you want cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and a whole bunch more, then check out G2A. A link is in the description below. Yo guys, what's up, it's X-Ways. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. So today I actually wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things. One, we got a little bit of an update yesterday on the anti-cheating protocol and ideas and kind of systems that are being put in place for Warzone and for Modern Warfare in general. And it was actually pretty crazy. It was actually pretty late yesterday, so I didn't make a video on it last night, but I wanted to talk about that today. But before we jump into that, I just noticed that they added this into the store, which is actually kind of crazy, but you can buy the Damascus camo. Here, I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, drop a like, super appreciated, incredibly helpful if you are new. Obviously, if you want to see more content like this, make sure you guys are subscribed, hit that little notification bell, set it to all notifications. Let me know if you're a part of my notification gang. But anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about this. So if you go over to the store, if you go over to the blueprint section, you will find that there is a new Octopus Garden blueprint. And this doesn't really give you an idea of what this camo is. Like, you wouldn't notice what this is, kind of scroll through it, and you wouldn't really be brought to attention. Like Half Dead one, and that one seems interesting. You'll click on it and you'll go, hey, you know, that kind of looks kind of sick or whatever, right? But you really wouldn't go over to the Octopus one because it doesn't really pop at you. But if you go to it, you guys can see that it's kind of like a purplish camo, and you're like, well, that's kind of cool. What's going on here? The Rip Current. And if you actually go on it, it's literally the Damascus camo that they're selling you for the EBR, and it's 1,000 COD points. So if you have ever wanted to get the Damascus camo and you're not planning on grinding, you don't want to go through the riot shield, through all the launchers, through the pistols and all that stuff, maybe you just like using the EBR a lot, and you know that's really the only weapon you like using in Warzone or in multiplayer, and then this is the perfect guide to get. It's only 1,000 COD points, and it's literally the Damascus camo. You can buy the Damascus camo for 1,000 COD points. Personally, I won't be getting it just because I don't really use the EBR a lot. Like, I don't really use marksman rifles a lot in Warzone or in multiplayer. But I mean, it's pretty cool, and the option is there for some of you guys who maybe like the marksman rifle and the EBR specifically. You can spend 10 bucks and get the Damascus camo, which is kind of crazy. So that's what's going on with that. Now with that, let's go ahead and talk about this update for the, you know, anti-cheat system or whatever that they're planning on doing in Modern Warfare and Warzone, which has been a huge rampant problem for a long time. So let's go ahead and talk about that. All right, so here is what's going to be coming to Call of Duty Modern Warfare starting next week for cheaters, okay? So players in Warzone and Modern Warfare who report suspected cheaters will receive confirmation in a game when a player is banned. So literally what this means is, if you were playing a game of Warzone, right, on PC, which has been rampant, like there's a ton of cheating on PC. It's actually kind of crazy how easily it is to download a, you know, like a hacked client and play and cheat on Warzone on PC. It's actually kind of sad, but anyways, I digress. Basically, if you're playing on PC or maybe even console or whatever, and you see that someone is cheating, then you're going to be able to report them. And when you report them now, if you report someone and they do successfully get banned, they were found out to actually have been cheating using an aimbot or whatever, then you will get a confirmation in game when that guy is banned. You'll get a little notification that says, you know, hey, this guy got banned, which is actually kind of interesting and kind of cool, because this kind of makes it so, this basically makes it so if there's someone who you thought was cheating and you saw them who was using an aimbot, or maybe they were doing the God mode in Warzone where they survive all the way through the gas and stuff, now you will be able to see when they get banned, and it might make it so a lot more people want to actually report these people as opposed to just going whatever, you know. So hopefully this doesn't mean that they're going to have a whole bunch of people reporting people just to report them because they're mad that they're good or something, you know, hopefully. But, you know, now you'll get confirmation, which is good, and kind of incentivizes, you know, actually going out and reporting people if you suspect them or have seen them cheating. The next thing says additional measures. They're going to deploy additional dedicated security updates. They're going to update the matchmaking to match suspected cheaters together. That's actually the funniest part. We'll talk about that here in a bit. But the next one, increased resources across the backend, studio, and enforcement team. So basically what that means there is they're probably going to add more people to the security team for Warzone. It's probably doing really well for them. I don't think they released any figures and stuff on Warzone, but we do know that at least 50 million people have downloaded and tried Call of Duty Modern Warfare, specifically the Warzone portion that's free to play. So a lot of people are playing, and if a lot of people are playing, probably a lot of people are also buying a lot of microtransaction stuff. And like I said, there's like even a really sick skin today that came out. But again, a lot of people playing, they want to have more people there making sure that there is no cheating, because if there's a lot of cheating like we've seen recently, people will stop playing. People stop playing, you start losing money. So to them, that's an investment to add more resources, more people, specifically just more bodies. They're searching and going through people cheating. And then also I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in the back end where they have a lot more, analysts or servers or whatever that's helping them out, which is pretty cool. So there we go. Now let's talk about the big one here, which I think was the funniest one and what everyone was talking about last night when this information came out. The updated matchmaking to match suspected cheaters together. This is actually pretty hilarious. So what this means is, and I think what they're going to do, this has not been released because I don't know the details on if this is exactly how it's going to work, but for now they're saying that if someone is suspected of cheating, that they thought that they were cheating, and I'm assuming this means they're going to be investigating them and checking to see if they were, or maybe it's just someone who they thought was cheating but they couldn't quite confirm all the way that they were. They're going to start matching them with other people who are suspected of cheating. So if you did get straight up caught cheating, you're going to get banned. It's going to be pretty quick, and the dude who reported you is going to get confirmation that you were banned. So that's actually kind of hilarious. But if you're someone who kind of is like slipping through the cracks, they can't really tell if you are cheating or not, but you know what, maybe you've been reported multiple times over and over, but they still can't confirm all the way that you did it. It looks like they're going to be matching you up with other people who are in the same boat, where they're kind of suspected of cheating and they're going to be put together. And it's actually going to be kind of hilarious because, everyone is complaining about skill-based matchmaking in Warzone, and, it's a very real thing. I think a lot of us know that matchmaking on Warzone, skill-based matchmaking, is real in Warzone, and it's kind of rage-inducing, and a lot of people are just running around with RPGs and snake bites now, which, whatever. But, I think it's a pretty real thing, and people are angry about this, but now I think we're all pretty much okay with them doing now this version of it, where if you're cheating, you're going to be going into a pool of other cheaters, and you're going to be playing against other cheaters, and it's going to be aimbotters versus aimbotters, and people who are just straight up trying to survive in the gas against other people just surviving in the gas. Could you imagine that game where you have 2 teams of 4 who are just hiding in the gas waiting for everyone else to die, and then they realize that there's another team, and then they're actually gonna have to kill each other in the final circle? That'd be kind of hilarious, where that game would go on literally forever. I don't even know if there's a system in place that would do that. Like, is there like a time limit? Like, if it goes to 40 minutes, does it just call it a draw? Is it just gonna last like 80 minutes and everyone's just gonna have 80 minutes of in-game time until someone kills themselves? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but again, all of these dudes who are suspected cheaters are going to be placed together in the same pool and playing against each other, which is pretty freaking hilarious, dude. I'm actually kind of excited to see what happens with that, but it's gonna kind of suck for people who maybe they're just really good and they're getting reported as cheaters and they're gonna be playing against other cheaters. So that kind of sucks, but I think that's just the way that it is. If they're trying to make this so this game is long-term health and there's a lot of people playing and they're not leaving because of cheaters, then they're probably going to sacrifice the few to try to save the many. So I think that's just what they're planning on doing. So that's basically what they got going on with that. And then they did have a final piece of info. So it says that coming soon, there's going to be a report a player functionality to kill cams and also spectate mode. So if you're spectating someone after you got killed and you thought like, holy crap, maybe this guy was cheating or maybe he was just really good, and then you go into a spectate mode and you realize that this guy was cheating, then now you're going to be able to report them within that spectator mode or within the kill cam, so that it's a lot easier as opposed to trying to find them on the list after and like trying to figure out who it was. So I think that's also really good. It helps us so you're able to report people a lot quicker. I wish there was still theater mode in these games, because that was a great way to report people who were cheating, but there is no spectator mode or no theater mode really that allows you to upload that to report people. But I mean, you're still able technically to use your PlayStation to report or record those highlights or whatever, and then also if you're on Xbox it does the exact same thing. So there is still that possibility, but this makes it so much easier for people who maybe don't know how to do that to report other people who have are cheating, and they're able to see it in their kill cam or obviously in the spectator mode. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. This was just kind of a short one, but I wanted to talk to you guys about this new information that we got on the cheating, and then also this Octopus Garden blueprint, which is actually kind of dope. So let me know what you guys think about this new protocols. What do we have in place? You know, is it something that you're interested in? Is it something that you're not interested in? Do you really care? Do you play a lot of Warzone? Do you not? Are you mostly multiplayer? And, you know, you're really not affected by this. I think this is kind of the bigger problem just in Warzone. But, you know, this is something that is going to pass over. If it benefits Warzone, it's going to make its way over to multiplayer. And if there are very few instances of people cheating, well, now it'll make it easier for you to report them in that way. So this is going to be a good update. This is coming next week. I'm actually really excited for that as well. And kudos to Infinity Ward for doing this, despite the fact that I'd say the majority of them are maybe working from home. So that's actually pretty cool, pretty awesome of them. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, drop a like on the video, guys. It's super appreciated and incredibly helpful. And if you are new to the channel, if you want to see even more content like this, I'm going to have a lot more Call of Duty Modern Warfare content coming. So make sure you guys are subscribed, have notifications on so you don't miss a single upload. Make sure you guys check out Control Freak. These guys are awesome. You get 10% off using code OGXRays if your sticks are wearing out or if you want extra height. Check them out. And then last but not least, check out G2A. You get cheap PC games, Xbox Live codes, and more. So check them out. G2A.com. Link in the description below for both of those guys. And then follow me on Twitter, guys. Best place to do so if you guys want to talk about anything, see what I'm up to. At OGXRays, link down below. Here's one of my recent followers. If you guys want to be featured in the next video, then make sure to give me a follow over there. You guys have an awesome day. Take care. I'm out. Peace.